Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing another installment in the Will I Buy It series, but on my channel, we like to add a little French twist. For collections we want, we say oui, and for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So as many of you know, I have an online beauty consulting service, and this is where you and I talk about your beauty concerns. Whether you have questions about your makeup, maybe you're someone who's bought a lot of eyeshadow palettes and then you get home and you have no idea how to wear it, where do the eyeshadows go, how do you blend them, which brushes do you use. I can walk you through step by step on application. Maybe you have questions about how to put together a makeup kit, like which blush will go with which eyeshadow, etc. I will walk you through step by step and give you a personal makeup consultation. And the benefit of using my service is that I don't work for any brand in particular, so you get my unbiased opinion on your beauty concerns. And I now have a brand new website where you can go and book your consultation. So you can either book a 30-minute or a 60-minute consultation depending on what your concerns are. And there is now a gift card option as well. So if you are a makeup lover and you can't really think of what you want for your birthday, for a holiday, for Mother's Day, whatever holiday might come around, you can always ask for a gift card for my consultation services, and then you can book an appointment. So if you'd like to make a consultation for yourself, or if you want to offer a consultation to someone else as a gift using the gift card option, click the link in the description box down below. All right, I am currently on Tavia Chic Profile Official's Instagram page here, and the first release is a strong one. It is red lipstick. Who doesn't love that? This is from Guerlain. This is their Spring 2021 Kiss Kiss and Shine Bloom collection. This will be launching in April. So the fact that it has the word shine in the lipstick makes me think it's going to be one of those glossier lipsticks. The photos of the models do look like saturated colors, but usually a shine lipstick is a little bit lighter. It can be a little bit softer too. And I just appreciate the entire promotion here. Like, it looks like a flower in bloom. It makes me think of spring and flowers and lovely things like that. The lipstick packaging is absolutely phenomenal. The gold tube with the Guerlain logo and then the pop of color. It's just really nice. And again, the whole floral motif inspiration for the promotion here is really lovely. I think it gives us inspiration to get us through these bleak winter months. So for me, it's only a matter of seeing some real life swatches because we do see a wide variety of shades. We see some nudes, we see some more corals, some red, some dark plummy colors. So I think it's just when I see some real swatches, I can decide which colors I want. So Guerlain, beautiful flower pattern of red lipsticks. I think this is a oui for me, but again, I'll wait for some swatches. Moving on, we have two new complexion items from NARS, and both of these will be out in April as well. So we are getting a Pure Radiant Protection Aquatic Glow Cushion Compact with an SPF of 50 with only 6 colors. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. And then there's going to be the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizing Foundation with an SPF of 30, also with only 5 shades. That's also pretty disappointing. So in the past, I've tried a tinted moisturizer from NARS and I loved it. And I'm sort of on a kick of cushion foundations at the moment. I think I'm a little bit saturated for the time being. But honestly, if I was going to get a new complexion product, between the two of them, I'm more tempted by the tinted moisturizer, simply because the one that I tried in the past was so radiant and luminous and lightweight and sort of a second skin. I hope that this one is the exact same. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the shade range. Maybe it's a blip, maybe it will actually be more inclusive, or maybe each shade is one of those like super flexible, stretchy shades that can fit like 2 or 3 different people. Time will tell. So for me, the NARS release is a mixture of Oui and Non Merci. The tinted moisturizer is a Oui, the cushion compact Non Merci, but I hope that we actually end up getting these because anytime there's an SPF on a complexion product, it always takes several extra months for it to land in Canada. But I would say Oui to the tinted moisturizer. Now moving on to a Japanese blog. This is Maquia Magazine, and they are showing here the Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, these like bath fizzy tablets. I love a bath. I love a bubble bath, and I love Chanel. I hope that these come to Canada and the rest of the world. I don't know what the deal is, but honestly, everything about this I think looks amazing. The packaging, the pink, the cutesiness, everything here I love. I really hope that we get these soon. These are scented bath tablets, so I'm certain that they would just make you and your bathroom smell like Chanel Eau Tendre. How lovely and luxurious is that? I wish that Chanel would come out with more of these bath products, like bath oils, bath salts, that whole range of products I personally would really indulge in. And I know a lot of people also miss like their dusting body powders and things like that, but yeah, just everything about this I love. Even just the container, I would keep the container forever. Now, this goes without saying, for me, these scented bath tablets are a huge oui. It sounds so frivolous, so extra, and I am so here for it. And then moving on to some more Chanel newness, we have here a new lipstick launch. This is going to be the Rouge Coco Bloom. So sticking to the Rouge Coco lip formula, very shiny and glossy, and depending on the shade can be a little bit light or a bit more intense. This is called the Bloom collection, so again evoking spring, flowers, and we see lots of reds, lots of pinks, lots of just more intense colors. There are some nudes as well that do look really lovely, but I think the main feature here is more red, and who doesn't love a red lipstick? I certainly hope we get more opportunities to wear them in public in the near future. And you know, I love this lipstick formula. You know, now that I'm thinking of it, I'm assuming that this is just the regular Rouge Coco Shine, but who knows? Maybe they're inventing a brand new lipstick formula. Time will tell. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see. Again, I'm going to wait to see a few more real life swatches before purchasing it, but I certainly hope that we get this in Canada in the near future. You know, sometimes when I look at these blogs that are in Asia, sometimes they get releases that we don't, so I hope that these come to us as well. Now, this Rouge Coco Bloom collection is a oui for me as well. I won't get every single shade. It looks like there's like 40 colors to choose from. I'm not buying every single one, but I would get like 2 or 3 different colors just to see what all the shade ranges are like. Now, moving on to another blogger, this is Makeup Release Radar. So they showed us this sneak peek of the Temptalia and Sydney Grace Co collaboration. So Temptalia has had a makeup blog since the creation of makeup, essentially. She's one of the original OG makeup bloggers. Like, she was blogging before it was cool, before it was trendy, and her makeup blog is something that I've gone to for years, if not like a decade now. And she's coming out with a collaboration with Sydney Grace. Now, I've never tried Sydney Grace personally, but I've heard good things. I've heard they make really beautiful, stunning eyeshadows. And so this whole collection here, I think it's a palette. It could just be individual shades. I don't know. They all look stunning and catching and mesmerizing and beautiful, and I am here for it. It's a big oui for me. Now, let's move on to Trend Mood. So, they're showing a new release from the Dior Backstage collection. This is the Face and Body Powder No Powder. Okay. Perfecting translucent powder with blurring effect, matte with a natural radiant finish and long wearing, a translucent gel base that is infused with soft focus pigments. It's supposed to blur and also mattify at the same time. It's also supposed to not give you a powdery finish. I am really intrigued. I like the entire Backstage line. I think they come out with really nice products. I don't necessarily buy every new Backstage product that comes out, but I always appreciate it from afar. I think this is a we for me. I don't always dive into every new face powder that comes out, but I'm intrigued, especially if it has like a gel base, it's not too powdery. I would try it out, definitely. And the whole aesthetic of this collection here just looks really nice. I like the different shade ranges. I like the models. I just like this whole aesthetic, this whole vibe. I think looks really lovely. I can't wait to see what this looks like. I can't wait to see how this wears on top of a foundation, maybe on its own. I'm wondering how much coverage this powder gives you. Is it very light and natural, or is it like sort of fading into the foundation category where you can build it up? I'm just really intrigued. So this is definitely a we for me. Now, moving on, we have something here from Tatcha, also a powder. This is the Silk Canvas, but a silk powder. So the Silk Canvas exists already. It's a primer. It's great for oily skin if you have enlarged pores, but now they're coming out with a finishing powder in that same category. So I don't know when this is coming out exactly, but it's coming out shortly. So this is a protective talc-free setting powder that blurs pores, shields from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish. It's supposed to maintain healthy moisture balance, supposed to visibly smooth the skin, and I don't know, it looks kind of nice. I'm not exactly sure if it's a product for me exactly, but I know a lot of people love the Silk Primer, so I would only imagine you would also like the powder as well. It has the same packaging as the rest of the Silk family, so the primer, the setting spray, and the powder now. So yeah, it's a good addition to this family. I don't think this is for me, so it's a non merci, but I'm sure it's going to be a oui for a lot of people. Okay, so next up here on Trend Mood as well, we have something here from Pat McGrath. Now, I saw this and I thought that this was the most cutesy thing I had ever seen. These are these Pat McGrath heart-shaped lip glosses. Is this cutesy? Is this a little bit kitschy? Yeah, but something about this, I'm really into it. I don't know why. I just think it looks so cute. These are limited editions, so I don't know if I can get my hands on them, but these are heart-shaped. It's a nice nude gloss formula. There are only 2 shades to choose from. There's one called Flesh Fantasy, which is the lighter color, and then one called Flesh 6, which is a little bit more red and a little bit deeper. I think these both look so cute. I kind of wish they weren't limited edition for some reason. I don't know. I wish they were just around forever. It's just so cute. I can't get over it. I love it. It's a oui, but I don't know if I actually will go ahead and buy it. Like, I just think it's really lovely and wonderful packaging, but I don't know if I'm actually going to go ahead and spend my money on these. For example, if this was part of a permanent collection and just lived at Sephora, I would definitely get these when they had like a Sephora sale, but just to go ahead and spend full price, I don't know, we'll see. Now, moving on to some makeup that's already in store. So we have here the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Concealer. So they have a brand new concealer out. So this is supposed to be a new secret weapon that's going to blur imperfections and take care of sensitive eye area. Okay, so you can use it under your eyes and also around your face as well. I'm interested to see how this performs because I've heard a lot of good things from By Terry, especially their whole hyaluronic acid collection. And you know, I love a good concealer. I will definitely look at some swatches and see if I can pick this up. This is a creamy concealer, and it's supposed to combine an eye cream with a long wearing concealer. That is a pretty big claim. It's supposed to hydrate and make sure you're not like creasing and drying out under your eyes. I'm tempted. I'm a little bit skeptical, but I am very tempted. So I'm gonna go ahead and say oui for this new By Terry concealer. Okay, so now we have something here from Viseart. So they have a new spring palette here. This is the Paris Love Letter Étendue. And this one here, when I first saw it online, I wasn't really sure what to think with the color story. So we have lots of like neutrals and browns. And for me, the thing that sticks out the most is this green shade in the center that just like catches my eye right away, and the purple as well. At first I was like, what is this color story? I don't get it. It doesn't mesh. It doesn't really make any sense. But since this is a spring release, it makes me think of Paris in the springtime and flowers blooming and blossoming. So maybe these little pops of colors are supposed to evoke flowers. That's just maybe my theory here. This is called Paris Love Letter, and the website here says it's supposed to make you think of Paris and gardens and passing secret love notes in a garden. So that makes me think of the flowers and the green grass and like just little pops of color. So I think that's where they're going here. I'm still kind of on the fence with this here. Honestly, I'm just not a huge fan of like giant eyeshadow palettes. I loved their Petit Fool collection with just the 4 shades. So I like Viseart. I think this palette here is maybe a non merci for me, but I can't wait to see what else they come out with, what other smaller palettes they release. All right, moving on to some Sisley. So they have a whole new blush collection. These are Le Phyto Blush, and these are the powders. No longer are they in like a gel cream stick formula. Now it's in a beautiful zebra print compact. There are 6 shades, although the last shade looks more of a highlighter than a blush. But honestly, I think these all look spectacular. I think for me, right off the bat, the one that I would want to get is the one called Rosy Fuchsia, simply because the contrast of the hot pink with the zebra color is really chef's kiss in my opinion. And then I think I would probably get the coral shade as well. I just find that coral is really easy to wear. But honestly, I think they all look lovely. They all look beautiful. It's Sisley. However, these are $100 Canadian each. So if you're thinking of picking up 3 or 4, these might get a bit pricey. But I remember last year, Sisley had a couple of sales and one of them was like 20% off. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my basket and wait patiently for a friends and family sale. So for me, these new Sisley Phyto Blush Compacts here are a wee for me. Now, we also have a new fragrance here from Sisley. You know, Sisley fragrances is something that I know absolutely nothing about, but I would love to discover. So this one here is called Isia la Nuit, and this is for women, but anyone can wear whatever they want. And so this is described as a floral rose, warm, spicy patchouli vanilla perfume. So I definitely would want to try a sample first because I love like a warm spiced vanilla perfume, but sometimes patchouli doesn't like me. I like patchouli, it doesn't always like me. So I'm a little bit hesitant, but there's also some notes of black currant and that vanilla that I like. So I'm hoping it has a little bit of sweetness and it's going to have tons of rose and white flowers as well. The packaging, the bottle looks really lovely, and I'm hoping I can get my hands on a sample because I would definitely like to give this a try. Especially because just buying a perfume blindly off of the internet, off of a few notes, is practically impossible. I mean, unless you're willing to gift it to a friend or just live with it. I don't know. It's just so risky. So I will patiently wait. You know, maybe they sell their samples. I love when a brand sells like a discovery pack of fragrances. So I'm gonna go ahead and investigate that. Okay, moving on to some more makeup. We have a new release here from Marc Jacobs, and this is called the Café Collection. It was meant for me apparently. So they have a new product here. It's a concealer and foundation 2-in-1 that's supposed to have like caffeine in it. So this says here, it's wake up your skin with a creamy caffeine infused concealer and foundation. Long wear and crease resistant, extra shot serves up a natural looking full coverage, instantly conceal dark circles. So like natural and full coverage. Interesting. So yeah, you can use it as a concealer and a foundation. This type of product is always fun. I mean, in theory, I've never encountered a product that's supposed to do both that I've loved as both. Sometimes, like I have the Westman Atelier foundation stick that technically can double as a concealer and foundation. I prefer it as a foundation. I just find, for me personally, there's always like one better way, but this sounds interesting. I love coffee. I love just like the marketing of like a caffeine shot into the product here. I think it's cute. The shade range is really inclusive. So yeah, I'm just confused by like the natural looking full coverage thing. I'm definitely going to look for more swatches and see if I can, you know, find maybe a couple reviews, but I would say a oui to this one here. And the compact looks like the swirl of a coffee. I'm really curious. Does this smell like coffee? Does this smell like a gorgeous latte? Ooh. It says here that this has a slight coconut scent. I was hoping for a coconut latte, but I will do with that. And it says here that the packaging is inspired by the swirl of cream into a coffee, and there are 2 shades to choose from. You know, I think this looks really nice. I haven't bought a Marc Jacobs product in a long time. I'm a big fan of their eyeliners, but I haven't bought a face palette, and this looks great. You get like your blush, bronzer, highlighter. What else do you need? I like the packaging for this release. Coffee, yeah. I kind of wish it had a coffee scent, to be honest. I think the palettes look nice, but I'm not like, wow, that looks like the nicest blush I've ever seen. Maybe if I can see it on some skin tones, that'll change my mind. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you see a blush and you're like, it looks like a blush. So it's like a maybe. And then they also included some new eyeliners. I'm not sure if these are actually new or if they just included these with the release, but as I mentioned, I like their eyeliners. They're super long wearing, creamy. They're great. Now moving on to some Laura Mercier, we have here the Secret Camouflage Concealer Duo, 2-in-1 for all over face and under eye concealer, and it's supposed to instantly erase imperfections and brighten under the skin. So when you buy the wand, you get 2 colors. One that's a corrector and one that's to brighten. So I'm intrigued. Again, this says it's like 2-in-1 for face and under eye. So I don't really know. I feel like a lot of times these are good for like no makeup looks because you're not going to see a huge difference. I just find that for the products that I look for under my eyes versus the rest of my face, they tend to be very different in color, in texture, in finish. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm interested in this. I've just heard in general that Laura Mercier makes good concealers for under eyes, especially if you have drier skin. So this I'm really interested in. I think this is a oui for me. And last but not least, we have something here from Tom Ford. Is it just me or does Tom Ford come out with a new fragrance every 2 months? I feel like since I've been doing these will I buy it videos, all I talk about is a Tom Ford video at the end of the video. So this is the Tom Ford Costa Azzurra. So this is unisex for men and women. However, the notes on this make me think it's a little bit maybe more masculine. I could be wrong. So it's supposed to be a very woody and aromatic fragrance, also quite citrusy as well. And I believe it will also have some aquatic notes as well. This definitely makes me think of summer or warmer months or warmer climates. There's a lot of musk and wood notes, like there's driftwood, there's oak, just like very earthy, that type of fragrance. And I don't know, it says it's unisex, it says it's for men and women. There's supposed to be some lavender in there as well, a little bit of orange and mandarin, I think a little bit of citrus as well, because it is a citrusy fragrance too. I think time will tell. Definitely something I would get a sample of for myself personally, because sometimes I have enjoyed in the past some unisex fragrances from Tom Ford, but not always. So I think this is like a maybe for me. All right, guys, this is my roundup for the luxury will I buy it oui or non merci. Please let me know which collections you've said oui or non merci to. Leave a comment down below. Let me know also what you think of these like 2-in-1 complexion products. Are you a fan of them, or do you prefer to have a concealer for concealing and a foundation for the whole rest of your face? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty, and I do lots of reviews and tutorials, and I like to reuse the same collections. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on anything, and also hit that notification bell on the side, because just because you subscribe to my channel does not mean that YouTube will notify you when I post a new video. So make sure your notifications are set to on. All right, guys, I think this is it for today's video. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.